AI is everywhere nowadays, and we hear about it affecting all different kinds of industries and how it's making things better and faster and all this different stuff. And it is going to impact real estate. But there's 5 things that you need to be watching for when it comes to AI and real estate. And I'm going to break those down today. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Real Talk Real Estate. I'm your host, Mark Cannon, local realtor here in the Phoenix area with my home group real estate and owner of the Benchmark Real Estate team. So as always, guys, this is a podcast format. I'm here to be real with you, here to be transparent with you, try to give you information so that way you can make the best decision possible. And so today we're talking about AI, and it's all the rage right now. And listen, it is going to do a lot of great things. It's already doing a lot of great things. It's gotten way better since it first came out, and it's only going to go from there. But there's some things in real estate, and I'm not going to get into the whole, is it going to replace real estate agents, all this stuff. I don't believe it is. But I think it can make a lot of real estate agents better. Listen, I use AI. I used AI on this video to help me hone in what I wanted to talk about, my points, different things like that. It helps me organize on the back end. But there's 5 things you guys need to be watching for when it comes to real estate as a consumer. So I'm a realtor, so I'm trying to tell you guys, as a consumer, you need to watch out for some things because we're going to see certain models that come out that I think people are going to go, man, that looks shiny, new, and bright, and we need to understand some things about it. So let's get right into it. First things first, I'm going to pull up my sheet right here. That way I can have it. First thing you need to know about is, are you talking to an agent or AI? And you're like, wait, what are you talking about? There are already things coming out here. And I was on a team that had some of this stuff several years ago where it was the basic information where there are something called CRMs that we use. It's our databases where we can put all of our clients in there, stuff like that. And there are CRMs out there that use AI. They started using them several years ago, and I'm sure it's even gotten better since then. And what it does is it will shoot you an email from AI. It'll text you from AI. To where a lot of these teams are like Zillow teams or teams that get lots and lots of leads, and they'll put everybody in this database, and AI will text you and email you trying to get you to respond so that way they can engage with you, and it could have a full-blown conversation with you. So you need to be watching for that. I've also watched recently where there's now AI assistants where you might call a number and it's an AI you're talking to. Now, right now, like based off the ones I've messed with and seen, and I've messed with them just to kind of see how good are they. You can kind of tell it's an AI. You can tell. Now, it's better than like when you call Verizon, right? And it's like takes forever. But you can still kind of tell. But those are only going to get better, and they're going to get more streamlined. And you need to watch for that because one of the questions you should be asking is, am I talking to an agent? Or am I talking to AI? And like for me, like I don't want AI talking to any of my people. I'm going to talk to those people. And it's one thing if it's like your voicemail or it's managing something like that, whatever. But if you're trying to, there's a lot of agents that are out there that are going to try and replace them talking to their clients with AI talking to their clients or the AI talking to their clients. And like, I have no interest in that because I value the relationship with my clients. I have relationships with my clients. I do events with my clients. I do all kinds of stuff with my clients. Where I'm watching a lot of agents go, oh, I don't have to talk to people. Great, let AI do it. And I think that's a mistake, but it's one of those that you're going to see that. So that's one question you do need to be asking going forward is, okay, if someone's texting me and it sounds weird or it sounds off, are they really texting me? If they say, oh, this is my work number, not my cell number, and it's texting you, is that AI? Questions to be asking. The second thing to watch out for is what I call the Carvana model of real estate. Now, what do I mean by that? If you've ever bought a car from Carvana, it's, oh man, you just hit click and you purchase it and great. There's no haggle. There's nothing. Wonderful. I think you're going to see that come out in the next several years with big companies, whether it be Zillow or other people or whoever. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't have any insider information. I'm just saying some of these big companies are going to try and do this where, oh, all you have to do is come on, click online, and you can just buy the house and it's easy. It's straightforward. We'll do everything for you. It's like, wait. Part of what I do as a real estate agent is I negotiate. I give my expertise of what to watch for when it comes to inspection periods and different things and timelines. And there's so many different things that I do that, sure, could AI do some of those things? Yeah, but are they going to have the knowledge? No, they're not. And that's the problem is they're not there for you the way an agent is. And it's one of those that, if they go to the Carvana model, I've already seen it somewhere. I've seen some websites where, you're going to just click here and then we'll just buy it. I think you can do that on some of these major websites now. And you need to watch out for that because are you going to get the best deal? Do you have an agent that's negotiating your end or is it just an algorithm just going, yep, boom, great? You got to watch out for that. So something to watch out for. That's number 2. Number 3 thing to watch out for is data privacy and security. So One of the issues with AI, just like with anything else, when you put your information in online, they're going to sell it to everybody. They're going to eventually start putting it out there. And I'm not saying they're doing that right now, but if they aren't, they potentially could be. And just like with when we have phones today, right? Like your phone's listening to you, so all the ads start popping up. What if people start selling your information? And so that's something to watch for, because there's not a lot of regulations when it comes to AI right now. So something to be careful with data privacy and security is, okay, like where's my information going if I use some of these tools in the future of AI? Something you need to be careful of and you need to watch for, especially when you're trying to buy a house or selling your house. You need to be careful of that stuff to make sure it's not even a scam, first of all. But second of all, is it protecting you? Is it doing what's best for you like an agent would? Fourth thing is algorithmic bias. Now, again, I am not an expert when it comes to AI. I am taking some classes right now to learn more about it. But when it comes to algorithmic bias, and I'm just going to read you straight from this because I plugged into ChatGPT and see what it would tell me. It says, AI tools can sometimes reflect biases in the data they're trained on, which might influence property valuations or recommendations. It's good to be aware of this possibility. You have to understand it's programmed to do certain things. So it'll get some things right, but it could also get other things wrong. There is a bias in algorithm. Like when I'm in ChatGPT a good amount. And one of the things I run into all the time is there is a bias where I'm like, wait, why are you saying this when it should be this? Because I have knowledge on that topic. And then they're like, oh, sorry, I was just, and it's like, okay, you don't actually have knowledge on this. And so that's something you need to be aware of is even like, because people keep saying, oh, they're going to be able to tell, how much a home is worth and stuff. Yeah. And so did Zillow 2 years ago. And then they went bankrupt because they relied on algorithmic tools, which didn't work. Something to be careful of because they lost over $1 billion in 1 year. So again, they can say all of that, but does it have the knowledge that a local realtor has? No, it doesn't. And that's the problem. The fifth thing that we need to be aware of is the importance of human expertise. And this is why it's important to use an agent. For me, I am a local agent. I am a resource. I don't just do a transaction. I am there before, during, and after every transaction. I do events with my clients. I provide resources. Like I have a referral book, which I provide great referral companies throughout the valley where it's people I've used or my clients have used where we've kind of had them do jobs and we can say, hey, these are great people. I provide that to people. I provide my expertise in negotiating, because that's a big part of real estate is negotiating and knowing how to do that because a lot of agents don't. And so you're going to watch a lot of agents get replaced by AI because they don't know how to do the job. And so you're going to watch people not have local knowledge about certain neighborhoods. AI is not going to have that knowledge about certain neighborhoods. AI is not going to have the knowledge about what to look for in homes and what the important things are. There comes with expertise value. And that's why people should be able to use an agent. And that's why you should be using an agent. And it's one of those that if you have questions on that, I'd love to talk with you about it. Because for me, it's about relationships. It's about making sure you're taken care of. I'm not a computer program. I'm not just trying to do X's and O's. I'm not just worried about a paycheck. I'm worried about you. I'm worried to make sure that you're taken care of, whether you're buying, selling, investing, whatever it is. I want to take care of you. I want to have that relationship and put the relationship over a transaction. So I'd love to talk with you. My information's right here. I hope you'll reach out with any questions. Guys, you've been talking to... oh my gosh, I can't talk today. I'm just a disaster today. I'm talking way too fast, right? Guys, you've been listening to Real Talk Real Estate. I'll catch you next time.